It's your first time on the video. You got to introduce yourself.
Hi, Anna.
Where are you from, Anna?
Australia.
Oh,
Yes.
across the big lake.
Me and Dad had so much fun, climbing trees and skipping stones. I had a
Very long way away.
How long will you be here?
8 weeks.
8 weeks. From what part of Australia?
Central Queensland.
Registered ranching, baby.
That's pretty good.
Brody, do you want to tell him where you're going next? Well, come see him. Episode Registered Ranching 25. Trump's a little fresh this morning. First day being rode since February. Transferring embryos today. Anna, do we have Texas accents?
Yes.
What do you think about American stoplights?
They're very confusing.
The part where like the red and the green,
Oh, well, the one just flashes red in town.
you just wait for it to turn green?
Yeah, really?
No. It always
I didn't know there was an
I
actual
haven't
light
seen
in
it being
town.
green.
that tells you just to stop. It says there's a stop sign.
Yeah.
If it's flashing yellow, it's beware.
Yeah.
You can go through those.
When I drove in McDonald yesterday,
Yeah.
I was really scared, and he answered a phone call right before the traffic lights.
Oh.
I had no idea what to do. But it was fine.
You didn't die.
Didn't die.
Transferring embryos today. We have 7-day-old embryos. Gary, the embryologist, has he flushed out of some of our best registered cows. They're 7 days old. These cows, who we call recipients, surrogate mothers, in the 7th day of their cycle, meaning they cycled 7 days ago, and so their uterus is ready for a 7-day-old embryo. We will transfer that fresh embryo. We flush it out of one, transfer it into another. These surrogate cows will have a baby that's genetically not theirs, and that's our way of having our best cows have more than one calf a year.
That's how Abby Grace had over 400
Yeah,
calves.
we had one cow have over 400 calves. How is that possible? Science. Hat though. Yo! Dude, look at that hat, dude. Oh, you're like a registered.
No, I'm
rancher.
registered.
We're good.
Hey, y'all some football players, eh?
Woo! Hey, back
That was a pretty good whistle.
That was.
football over that hill.
Every time I tap his shoulder, that'll be.
So we're sorting them into 3 different ways. The cows that showed heat on time, the cows that showed heat late, and the cows that did not show heat at all. That's by. She showed a heat on time. So we're marking down which horn we need to put that embryo further into. Right here, Gary goes into the fields and see where's that corpus luteum is, on what side, what ovary, left side or right side, and he'll put it inside that horn. Down to the sides. Down to the sides.
Why do you have to get so close to my face? Today we're transferring embryos. After Gary puts the embryo in, we will put a cedar in. So these are our cedars. And it will help produce progesterone, so it makes the cow think she's pregnant, and then it'll help the embryo stick.
What's that for?
This is our tool to put it in.
So that right there is one of those.
Yes.
Wow. Science.
Right.
Say hi to the YouTube channel, Grace. Bye, Grace.
Bye.
So these are already, like those they're just getting oversized. This one, well, fertilized last week. We AI'd them. Y'all super ovulated them. We AI'd them. So they're fertilized and they're just in the horn. They haven't attached yet.
Anna, what are you thinking of America so far?
It's very cool.
What do you think about ranching in Texas?
I love it.
You love it?
So good.
How much different is it compared to Australia?
Not super different. Like the saddles, these are different.
Yeah. What do the saddles look like in Australia?
They don't have the horn.
Oh.
They've got like pummel things.
What about the cattle? How much different are the cattle in Australia? You have Angus in Australia?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. What does your family run? Tell us about your family.
We have composite cattle, but you guys say composite.
Composite.
Yeah. So like 50% Brahman, and then some British breeds.
Okay. Give the viewers of Registered Ranching an Australian term of the day.
Muster, yeah.
Musta? What's
We're
that mean?
mustering right now.
The Mustang?
No, mustering. Cattle like that.
Okay, like, I got you. They're grouping up.
Yeah.
Mustering.
Like their form of gather.
And that is your Australian word of the day, brought to you by our Australian, Anna. So as you can see, these cows have the cedars in them. If you remember from yesterday, Grace was putting those in. So these are all the cows that had, what, Brody? Embryo transfer. So we moved them over here to the South King because it was pretty hot yesterday and we didn't want to put too much on them. Now this morning, a little cool, we're gonna move them over to the mare pasture, where that's gonna be their little home for now. So that's what we're doing right now. And we got another set that we passed on that weren't quite ready. They're gonna go to the bull. So that's what we're doing this morning. Little babies. Grace has been hiding from the video today.
What's up?
Grace, what are we doing?
So we're going to take this group of cows to another pasture, and in 2 weeks next week we'll put cedars in this group.
So pretty much they'll go through. These are the ones that we passed on yesterday. So we'll run them back in again and do the same process we did yesterday on those other cows on these ones.
Yeah, we'll have our other group. So we have another group of recips, and we will redo that whole process again.
What is define pass?
So the reason why we passed on these recips is because they didn't have a CL.
What's that?
Corpus luteum. So if they don't have a CL on their ovary, that means they didn't release what we needed for them to have, like,
To take the new embryo.
to take a new embryo. So we will pass on them and recycle them so we can get an embryo stuck.
And now that is the update with Grace.